Good morning. We got Pastor Chris Wunderlich here. We started off a new sermon series called The Good Life. As we strive for a life that is family-focused, career-oriented, wealthy, and healthy, as you mentioned, how do we align these aspirations within the biblical call to hunger for Jesus to redefine our reality? As highlighted in Matthew 5:6, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Can you share your thoughts on what heaven on earth looks like in this context and how longing for righteousness helps us experience the true good life?
Yeah, well, I think that whenever you draw closer to Jesus and you start to experience the character of God, you start to see what He calls important, the people that He focused on, the things that He taught, what He elevated, what He didn't elevate. You start to gain a different appreciation, like really for what matters in life. And all of those things that you had mentioned that we had up on the screen on the opener, like the being family focused, career oriented, wealth, health, those are all great things to aspire to, and they're definitely not bad. But what happens in a negative sense is when they become our priority, when that becomes our sole focus, we essentially make those idols in our lives. We've replaced God with those things. And so, like to answer your question, when we hunger for God's righteousness, when we long for a right relationship with Him, seeking the good life, trying to make heaven on earth, it's shaping every aspect of our life, those things included, like our families, our careers, our financial status, our health, all of those things. It has to be viewed in light of, how do I view this as heaven on earth? How would this be viewed in God's terms? Am I making this a priority? Am I elevating it over my relationship with Him? Am I making these things a priority of how I interact, or at least a priority over my relations with other people? So if I'm going to take advantage of you and take advantage of our friendship and make you less of a person to do one of these things, to achieve a career goal, and that's obviously not right with God, because if my relationship's right with Him and right with Jesus, then I'm going to have a care and a love for you as Jesus does, as it is in heaven. And so I think that's how those things start to reshape and redefine how we view every aspect of life, starting with our relationships. Those are my quick thoughts. Don't know if that helps or not.
No, that was great. Pastor Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys next Sunday.